Welcome back to Burgundy Gold trim. And if you're here for the first time, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely make sure after you subscribe, you hit the notification bell. Now let's get right into this video. Back with a drip that hits and a trim that fits. It's your boy, Burgundy Gold trim, styled by Royale Black. Haven't been here for a while, been busy, going through some things, but I'm about to give y'all something life. It's just only gonna get a little bit more easier from here. We just gotta go through our hardships and take it a day at a time. But week 1, Sunday, September 10th, 2023, we face them boys out in Glendale, them boys out in the Phoenix area, whatever you want to call it, the Arizona Cardinals. Week 1, we're facing a big tank. We're not facing a no-limit tank. We're facing a tank that's coming down here from the desert in Arizona, because these guys on paper don't have a chance to beat us. But, in the NFL has a lot of parity. It has much more balance than like other leagues. So on any given Sunday, you can definitely take an L just by snoozing off. And this will be Sam Howell's his debut, well, not his debut start, okay, his debut start of this season. And teams don't really have much tape on him to really go off, unless you want to go off the preseason and the preseason last year and the game against Dallas last year. But it's a new regime in here, falls on the offensive coordinator side, and we already know Eric Bieniemy is bringing that good playbook, those good concepts and formations that he got up there in Kansas City, quote unquote. Andy Reid was calling all the plays. I'm not sure about that after that Monday game, and I don't know if Nagy, I don't know what's going on. Y'all know, y'all seen that game, and Kadarius Toney dropped a bunch of open passes. A lot of the other Kansas City receivers drop passes, but thank God for the luxury we have here in the Washington Commanders receiving corps. We have Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson. We have Curtis Samuel, and looking for a big season from De'Ami Brown. Looking for see what Mitchell Tinsley could do, and we brought back Jamison Crowder. So we have a good receiving corps. And like a few years ago, I remember us just begging just to have a good second option, opposite of Terry. Now, Terry is going to play in this game. If you heard from my previous video, I was actually hoping that he could sit out. But if he does play, I'm really hoping that it's just like limited. It's not really like he's going like full throttle and he's just not the focal point of the offense week 1. Because I would like for him to preserve a lot of that going into week 2, which we head up to Mile High. And week 3, at home, Buffalo. I am supposed to be at that game, by the way. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. I look forward to us going in there and just packing it out and giving Buffalo really a good game, putting on a good game, putting on a good show. But, it is the NFL. Win is a win. So this goes into the win column. I know a lot of people, but they didn't play anybody. They're expected to win. And yeah, on many radars, we are expected to win. But then again, it's the NFL any given Sunday. And I'm pretty sure that, or I'm hoping that Jonathan Gannon and his coaching staff is at least going to instill some confidence and be like, hey, let's go in there and let's try to do something. Because nobody's expecting us to win. Everybody's expecting Caleb Williams to be in that Arizona uniform next year. And Caleb Williams' father put up a quote, something to the like of, well, he'll go back and sit another year. He'll go back and play another year and wait until the draft, next year's draft. But the whole thing about the draft and the concept of the draft, it's for a sorry team to get a good player. So I don't know, unless somebody's going to plan and trade up, that's like a mid-tier team, that's just a QB away. Maybe that's what they're looking for, to come into a situation where he can go into a team where all he's needed to come in, he can possibly make them contenders through the first few years. But on the defensive side of the ball, as far as just the injuries and stuff, Chase Young. I'm going to make a separate video on Chase Young. Mr. Young. Hey, Young. Yeah, that's that DC. That's that DC in me, you heard me? But, Slim, I don't know if I can really, defend these antics anymore, because I've tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, and many others in the fan base, we've tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, and see what's going on. Every other week it's an injury or some problem or something. Now I don't know if this like some type of beef you got with the front office and the coaching staff because you didn't get the 5th-year option, and in my mind and many other minds in this fan base, and just based off of play, you didn't deserve a 5th-year option. Just to be honest with you, like you had 3 years. I'm sorry about that. You had 3 games. You came back and played last year. Didn't see any improvement on the swim move, a spin move, like nothing. Just try to bull rush. That's not going to work when you're playing up against premier tackles in the NFL. That's not going to work on the edge. It's not going to work. Like, people saying, oh, he can stop the run. We didn't draft you number 2 overall to stop the run. We drafted you number 2 overall to be generational and help us get to the next level. You see the defense that was even built around you, I guess, from Ron's vision. It's pretty good. On paper and on film, it's good. But we don't need no slow starts, Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera. So thank God we have James Smith-Williams and F.A. Obata. Oh my God. James Smith-Williams and Obata was a rotational pieces last year in the absence of Young. And James Smith-Williams, he finished with 5.5 sacks. And Obata finished with like 3.5. So it was a part of the rotation, and that's 9 sacks combined. And that's more than Chase Young has in his last 2 years, which is 1.5. And technically, it's about the same that he's had his entire career, 9 sacks. Because he got 7.5 as a rookie. He got 1.5 last year. So it's like these guys came in 1 year and were rotational pieces in the absence of you. And when you actually think about it, they did more than you have done in your first 3 years here just in that one season. So we didn't draft you for that. It's like, and then like you out with a stinger. I don't know much about stingers, but from what I heard, it's just something that you just sit on for a day or two and come back to practice. I haven't personally had one to attest to that. I'm going off of testimonials, so we'll leave that at that. But I know people play through pain all the time in this league, and I don't know what's going on with this diva-esque mentality. I'm just tired of it. But nonetheless, Josh Dobbs is supposed to start. We faced him in preseason when he was with the Cleveland Browns. I don't even want to sleep on that either, because I know we have an issue with stopping quarterbacks who are mobile. You see what Dorian Thompson-Robinson did to us in preseason, and I know like he was playing against second stringers, but he probably could have did that on our first stringers as well. Because I don't know, like maybe we do need a linebacker that can run side to side on the field or something. Something has to be done, because we can't stop these mobile quarterbacks, and then that always leaves like a weakness in the opening into the zone where they always find somebody open across the middle. We've seen that before. We just have to clean that up. So Arizona, they have Hollywood Brown, I know, one of their weapons. I think they still have James Conner. I'm not so certain about their personnel, but it's not anything on paper that's going to blow your mind away. But you just can't sleep on any of these guys. So with that being said, me predicting the final score, I say 31-10. I said this on X the other day, or Twitter, whatever you like to call it. On X, 31-10. That's what I'm predicting the final score to be. And I really believe Sam Howell can come out with probably a game of probably a modest start, around 250, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Probably passing for about 20 out of 29. Just like a modest game. And Brian Robson probably get like 80 yards on the ground, and Antonio Gibson probably 30 yards on the ground and probably 40 plus receiving yards, something of that nature. Jahan may have like a 100-yard game. Terry, like I said, if he's going to play limited, he may get a few reps. I mean, not a few reps. He may have like 3 or 4 catches for 60 yards. But we just need this win. This is big. The fan base is back. That's what's most important about it. The fan base is back here in Washington. We need all the love and support. Like, the energy is totally different. I never felt this energy in a very long time. Like, it just feels like a whole reset and it's something good. Everybody is laughing at us and clowning us. Now, it would be good if we did come out there. Me personally, I say set the tone. And man, I want to see the enemy go deep in that playbook. I want to see what he's going to do, to see what he can bring out of Sam and what he can build upon it. The offensive line, a lot of people saying Shadik Charles. I've seen some film at Shadik Charles, look like he's improving. I'm looking for Sam Ilcosby to have a big season. So, let's just go out there and just do what we gotta do, man. Let's just do the damn thing. Let's not even hold back on them boys. But I say this: if we is blowing them out by the third quarter, let's sit our starters for next week. I would just say that if the score is like 31-3 and it's like 8 minutes left in the 7 minutes left in that third quarter, let's just sit the starters. If it's like 38-3 or something, we seen enough from Sam. Y'all fantasy lovers, y'all people that love fantasy, y'all got all the points and everything you need. Y'all people betting on the game, y'all got what y'all need. The game is over. Let's get ready to go into the Mile High, see what Sean Payton and Russell Wilson got set up for us. I'm gonna have a video on that as well, and I'm gonna be back after today's game to really, give you my thoughts on the game, and we'll see how it go. Again, my final prediction, my final score for the game is 31-10. I would love it to be that way, and of course I'd love to get the win more than anything. That's what really all matters to me. But until next time, but before you go, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and jump into that comment section. And remember, if you agree, you cool with me, and if you disagree, please do so respectfully. I'm definitely trying to get into the YouTube algorithm, so please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till next time, hail to the Washington Commanders.